you know how the subconscious works and you know how to program it using affirmations with a concise choice of positive words, clear visualization, and a corresponding feeling being the most important component because it's the actual energy that attracts, then you can bring into your life anything you want.
Do you have a certain set of affirmations that you do? Do you do them every morning?
I do, yeah. I do them every morning and night. I have one affirmation for my personal life, one for my family life, and one for my business.
Just a single one or a list of them?
A single one.
A single one,
yeah. Because you want to train, you want to program the mind, right? So if your affirmation's like a page long, it's very hard to shape it. So it needs to be concise and positive. And
then visualize that concise thing in however you want it manifested.
Right. So for example, if you do this show, your affirmation is, I will interview fascinating people that can give great insights to my listeners. And I just made that up on the spot. Okay. You'll come up with something, right?
Right.
But it's concise. And then you visualize yourself sitting here with your crew, the cameras, talking to different people. Obviously, you can't see what they look like because you don't know who they are. But just visualize a person sitting here, maybe a faceless person, long hair, bald, markings on his head.
Right.
And then
robes,
right, beads.
Right.
So that's your visualization. And now you're feeling. What does it feel like? And the feeling you can know because you've interviewed so many people. How do you feel after an interview? Do you walk away and go like, wow, that was really insightful. I learned a lot. This is wonderful. Take that same feeling and hold that feeling in your mind as you repeat that affirmation with a visualization.
Okay.
Creates a pattern in your subconscious that starts to vibrate at that frequency. And you might have interviewed hundreds of people, and there's some interviews that you go like, oh, that wasn't that great. But there's some that you go like, this was probably one of my best. Take the feeling from your best interview and insert that into your affirmation. Because now it's going to be vibrating at that feeling, and then you'll start attracting anything of a similar vibration to it.
Okay. Now there's the movie The Secret that says all you have to do is think about it and it shows up on your doorstep. Do you subscribe to that, or do you subscribe to there's got to be a lot of action on the top of that?
Oh, I think there has to be a lot of action. I haven't watched the movie or read the book, but I do believe that my guru had a beautiful saying where he said, where awareness goes, energy flows. So if you put your awareness on something, that's where your energy is flowing, and that's what's going to start manifesting in your life, but it needs to be followed through with action. And I think a lot of people just think about things and have cop-out lines like, the universe will manifest it for me. And I'm like, that's the biggest cop-out ever. Do the work, manifest it yourself. Don't wait for a handout, go out there and create it. But put energy into it, right? So I always tell people the way to look at energy is, look at energy the same way you look at water. If I took a watering can and I watered a garden bed, what would grow, the weeds or the flowers? They both grow, right? The water doesn't know how to discriminate between the weeds and the flowers. Energy is the same way too. If you put energy into something, it'll grow whether it's positive or negative. And the way to put energy into something is to put your awareness on it. So where awareness goes, energy flows. You keep your awareness on something, that's where your energy is flowing. And if your energy is flowing there, it starts to manifest in your life. Regardless if it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is keep your awareness there. So if you can think about something long enough, over and over again, energy starts to flow there, it starts to manifest in your life. But you also need to do the work. I can't just sit here and just think about it all day. You need to also then support it with actions.